Colin, what are you doing?
I'm eating these donuts that I found on the train as research for today's show.
Researcher, did you not read the script?
Yes, it's about sugar.
Yes, we're supposed to be cutting down on sugar, not eating more.
Well, I have eaten less than I normally eat.
Oh my gosh, the producer's going to be fuming. Come on, let's go get ready for the show.
Welcome to Health Digest This. Sugar.
Hello and welcome to Health Digest This, the show where we investigate food so you don't have to.
I'm Lucy and this is Colin, and today we're going to be talking all about sugar.
So does that mean I get lots of chocolatey treats?
No, Colin, it's the exact opposite. With Jamie Oliver has recently introduced a campaign on taxing sugary drinks and their endless research suggesting how bad sugar can be.
And making the headlines in the papers today, the UK's Chief Medical Officer compared the threat of obesity to that of terrorism.
Using our experts and our great guests, we want to find out if going sugar-free is actually possible and what sticky pitfalls you need to look out for.
Are you serious? That's going to be a long half-hour show for me today.
His favourite. Who knows, Colin, with what we've got in store for today's show, it might put you off sugar for good.
Coming up, we'll be investigating hidden sugar, what it is and where it comes from.
Our experts will be telling us the different sugars and why we crave them.
And we challenged a local lad to give up sugar for a week. If you want to know how he got on, stay tuned to find out more.
And don't forget to follow us on our Health Digest This TV and share all your sweetie sugary stories for us, both good and bad. But first, we sent our reporters out to see what the general public knew about sugar.
Hello, I'm here at the University of Salford in Media City, UK, and today we're going to find out what these people know about sugar.
But I don't know, but there might be the type of, might be like fructose and that might be sucrose, I don't know. Lots of natural sugars in that. So the big eye-opener for me, because I do eat quite a lot of the naked stuff, is how much additional sugar is in that.
When you want to eat raisins, it's like, oh, it's slightly healthier.
Yeah, you get as a healthy option.
Yeah.
Probably the orange juice, I think. A lot of natural sugars, maybe.
Drinks have got loads of sugar in them.
I was going to say raisins, because that's like the one nobody would say.
No. So it's a good thing I don't like raisins then. Wait, was I right? 5 sugar?
Yeah. 20 grams of sugar.
That's why my diet's not working. There's no sugar in Coke, is there? Green tea's healthy for you.
So.
Wow, just in my can?
Yeah.
You joking?
So if I have a can of that and a can of beans, I'm screwed.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
I would go with a lot.
But they're racking up, the grams are slowly racking up, aren't they? I'll walk away and I'll have a real good think about my beans.
So you keep eating sugar, you're going to die. See, that was the magic word. You said small bags.
Oh,
4
man.
in a bit.
Don't always trust the healthy packaging.
You must have hundreds. Like 800.
About 3,000?
Yeah.
2 kilos of sugar total.
I'd say 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. You're right. One of these bags of sugar is all over this table.
If it was an Asda or something in a supermarket and it had, say, that bottle, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'll try that, I like that. But if I saw that sugar underneath it, it would make me think twice.
It's a killer. Right? Right? Diabetes. You're done.
So, as you can see, there's more to sugar than what meets the eye, and many of those interviews there learnt some interesting facts about the amount of sugar we take in every day.
So maybe we need to know a little bit more about it, especially for the potential for diseases, it's easy for you to say, like diabetes.
So we can say that sugar, yeah, like you say, is pretty much everywhere. And we've put this to the test with our Generation Wars this week. So we've got Doreen on the show, who is actively cut down on sugar, her sugar consumption of the past year, and she is going to put her grandson Lewis to the test. So everybody give a warm welcome to Doreen and her husband Alec. So Doreen, why did you think about cutting down on sugar?
I went to the doctors for my annual blood results, and I was told that I was borderline diabetes 2. The graph goes up to 45 and I was actually 44. So I'm right on the edge of it.
Right, so are you worried about that, like you don't want your grandson Lewis to get into this?
No, I don't. I don't want him to go down the same path I had.
Oh, okay, so why don't we have a look at how Lewis got on? You gave a little introduction and you spoke to him, so let's have a look at the VT.
On today's show we are joined by a very special lady. Now, not only has she cut down on her sugar allowance to the 25 grams per day, but she's also my grandma. Welcome to the show, Grandma. Thanks for joining us today.
Very welcome, Emma darling.
Now, Grandma, obviously I know a lot about you, but the viewers out there don't, so would you mind telling them a bit about yourself?
Yes, Emma darling. I'm your grandma, of course, and my name is Doreen. I'm 70 years old. And I'm on the show to talk about the reduction of sugar in my diet.
There is actually a story to why you've given up sugar or you've decreased it so much in your diet. Would you mind sharing that with us?
I went to the doctors to get my blood test results, and I was told I was borderline diabetes number 2.
And do you think that you had a lot of sugar before you went?
Yes, I think I probably did. I never used to look at the packaging until then, but now it's really opened my eyes.
There is another reason that you're on the show today, isn't there, Grandma? We're very worried about a certain person in the family.
Yes, that's my grandson.
Yeah, and he's also my cousin.
Yes.
And we both know that he does consume a lot of sugar every day, doesn't he?
Yes.
So you don't want him to go down the same path?
No, of course not, but someone so young, they don't bother about what they eat or drink, they don't look at labels. I'm afraid that he may end up going down the same path as me and ending up with diabetes type 2 at such a young age. I wouldn't like that to happen.
So now we're going to have a little chat with Lewis. We know more than anyone, don't we, Gran, that you eat so much sugar. Have you actually thought about how much sugar that you eat each day?
I never really thought about it. Not at all really, I just eat what I like to eat when I want to eat it. But since Gran found out about being like close to being diabetic, that bit, well, I've sort of thought about it a little bit and I do eat my fair amount of sugar.
Now, you've agreed to a sugar challenge, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you'd like to tell us a bit about that?
Well, I'm just trying to get it down to the same amount as what my gran eats. I think it's something like 25 grams. Is that a day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a day, innit?
Yeah.
But it's not a week.
It's close.
Yeah, so I'm just going to try and see if I can match what she does. If that'd be something you'd like,
Brilliant,
I imagine, yeah?
Yeah, brilliant.
So yeah, it's more,
Would be fun.
yeah, I'd say it's more for my gran than it is for me. I'll probably still eat a few chocolate bars out here and there, but...
Oh, you need your treats.
Yeah, need your treats, but...
Of course you do.
Yeah.
We've actually prepared a little surprise for you in the kitchen. Right, let's go, let's have a
Let's
look.
go then. Are you coming, Gran?
Okay, yeah.
Looks like Lewis was a bit nervous there, and so would I be if you tried to put healthy food on me like salad as a surprise.
I love salad. There's nothing wrong with a salad.
Interesting. Recipe. Well, we made this.
Well, so you gave us a recipe to make, and Colin, you tried it out for us. So my chubby buddy, what did you think?
My chubby buddy. Yeah, loved it. It was great. I couldn't eat it all, but it did have a nice taste to it. It wasn't as gritty in the mouth, and I wasn't retching as much as I thought it would be. What are you laughing for?
Lovely to hear. So how much sugar did it actually have in it?
It only had 10 grams of sugar in, and most of that sugar was natural sugars, so it wasn't even the bad ones that you need to be looking out for.
Well, if you want to try this recipe at home, you can go to our website to find out more.
So here next, making your own food is a great way of understanding how much sugar is going into it. But when you're looking on the high streets, sometimes they have a secret way of misleading us. So we've got our corporate candy expert, Jay, who went out to unmask these hidden tricks.
Hello everyone, I'm in Media City on a typically cold and windy Manchester day. I'm going to throw some words at you. Fructose, glucose, dextrose, lactose, evaporated cane juice, fruit juice concentrates, molasses and honey. What do these mean? Well, they're all substitutes for the word sugar. Sometimes companies will list their food as being sugar-free and have one of these words on the ingredients list, meaning the companies are lying to us. So what are they lying about? Let's go find out.
We often see food and drinks labelled with no added sugar, but this does not mean that it has a low sugar content. The food may contain ingredients that have a naturally high sugar content, such as milk, which contains lactose. But this will not be shown as sugar on the label. Instead, it will just read milk. Another thing that the labels don't tell us is a child's guideline daily recommended amount. Some of us will look at the label and just assume that it won't be much different for a child to an adult, but in fact there is a huge difference. For example, an orange drink labelled at 22% of an adult's maximum sugar is actually 105% of a child's daily recommended amount.
Servings are another problem we have to tackle when trying to unravel the mysteries of sugar and business practices. When looking at packaging, there are a few things that can mislead the consumer. For example, companies will list how much sugar their product has per 100 millilitres, making it appear healthy, when closer inspection of the packaging will reveal that it is actually a 500 millilitre drink, and therefore contains 5 times the amount of sugar. Not only do companies mislead us with millilitre servings, they're also at fault for using out-of-date labels for food. Companies have been using old RDA labelling regulations. A motion has been put into practice to stop companies from doing this, but we'll have to wait until the new year to see if companies will be truthful with the consumer. Jay Hankin for Health Digest This. Back to the studio.
That report should enlighten us all on the hidden secrets of brands. However, has today's studio audience been taking enough in from what we've said to them? Can they guess how much sugar is in this trolley or in the products in the trolley? Colin, over to you.
Lucy, thank you very much. We have the trolley here that Jay stole. We're going to have to get Jay a better kitchen thing there. It looked a little bit bare and on a microwave budget. I'm joined by
Debbie.
Hello, Debbie. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Nervous?
Not at all.
Brilliant.
Not at all.
Could you pick something from this trolley and tell us how much sugar is in here?
Wouldn't have a clue, to be honest, and I wouldn't bother looking normally.
Go on, pick something at random.
Well, this is the kind of stuff that I'd probably be persuaded to buy by my kids. I mean, I know that this kind of stuff here, chocolate, will have sugar in.
Okay.
I wouldn't expect, say, this one here.
Right, okay, so that was, that was nice and random, thank you very much.
Yeah,
how much do you think's in there?
Oh, well, I would think probably not. It's savoury, isn't it?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Waiting for that brighter day. Waiting for that brighter day. Waiting for that brighter days. Waiting for that brighter days. So I hope to see some brighter days. Hope in my lifetime I don't go astray. 'Cause yesterday
So, how many in the studio audience got that one right? Not all at once, please. Not all at once. Well done. Deborah got it right. Tweet us, if you did at home, tweet us with the hashtag HTDTSugar and let us know. In the meantime, let's have a round of applause for Debbie.
Woo! So, well done, Debbie. Now, whilst I try this food back up of Colin, I'll let you catch up with Lewis's challenge on the second instalment of Generation Wars.
Now, I've left Lewis and my grandma outside. What we've done is, they don't know this, but we've got what Lewis eats on a daily basis and what my grandma eats on a daily basis, and we're going to bring them in and really shock them so that Lewis can see that what he actually eats is so bad for him and he shouldn't be eating this much sugar. Right, Lewis, if you want to come in.
Alright.
Now, I know I had you waiting outside for a little bit, but what do you think of all this?
That looks good.
Well, this is what you eat on a daily basis. Do you think that looks good?
That was a bit bland, a bit boring.
Maybe you'll feel differently after watching this video. So Lewis, what did you think of the video?
Quite shocking, isn't it, how much difference in sugar there is between the two, but I think you're really giving up on taste, because that looks absolutely bland as, like, I'd never pick something like that if I've got that next to me, which does seem bad, but it looks grim.
Well, we thought that you might say this, so we've arranged a little surprise for you just next door. We've got a taste test challenge for you, Lewis. Are you up for it?
Yeah, why not? Let's go for it.
Okay, follow me.
I wouldn't be able to tell either way which one was which at all with that one. They both taste the exact same. That one's better. Miles better. Exactly the same, like Coke again. Ugh. That is great. The spoon, it's just digging into jam is the most unnatural thing in the world. That is disgusting. Absolutely horrible. Turn it off now.
I don't know. I don't know what he's gone about. It's quite nice, that. Do you not like it?
It smells the same. Doreen, this is your jam, isn't it? Is this from your cupboard? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm sorry. He's been craving some sugar. So, with this jam, is this any different? Does it taste any different to you on your toast in the morning?
No.
No? What about, do you crave any other, like, sweet things that you used to?
No, absolutely nothing, no.
What, is that because of the energy that you still get? Are you still getting the more,
Yes, I'm never tired anyway. I just feel the same.
I think I need to start this diet because I'm always tired, me.
I'm always tired as well, actually, sometimes. I don't think when you eat sugar, you eat a lot of sugar and you think, oh, I'm full of energy, but you tend to not have it straight away. Do you feel like that, not having the sugar?
Well, if you eat a lot of sugar, you get a burst all the time, don't you? But I'm slowly eating sugar through the day, so it remains
slowly releasing that.
That's great. Well, Doreen, we'll come back to you a little bit later, and you, Alec, proper chatter. So we'll take a look at what happened with Lewis at the end of the week.
As a nation, we are consuming too much sugar. This is dramatically affecting our health. Right now, people are suffering from illnesses and conditions that could have easily been prevented. Here's how excess sugar is damaging our bodies. First, tooth decay. Tooth decay is caused by plaque, a thin film containing bacteria that coats the teeth. After you eat or drink, plaque bacteria digest the sugar in the foods and produce acids that weaken the tooth enamel. Currently in the UK, a third of 5-year-olds have on average 3 teeth affected with tooth decay. The removal of children's teeth costs the NHS £30 million a year. This can largely be prevented simply by brushing teeth twice a day and reducing sugar consumption. Moving on to type 2 diabetes. Diabetes is a condition in which your body cannot properly process sugar. According to the International Diabetes Federation, more than 371 million people across the globe have diabetes, and this figure is predicted to rise to over 550 million by 2030. 90% of these cases are type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes can be managed with lifestyle changes such as exercise and limiting of sugar intake to begin with. Another alarming condition linked to high sugar intake is heart disease. A study in 2014 found that people who got more than a quarter of their calories from added sugar were almost 3 times more likely to die of heart disease. Now, most people connect liver problems with alcohol. However, an unhealthy, sugar-filled diet can lead to too much fat building up around the liver. This is known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It is currently believed that 1 in 5 people in the UK are in early stages of the condition, and the vast majority of people are undiagnosed. It is responsible for 15 to 20% of liver transplants in the UK. But all of these very serious diseases can be prevented with very simple lifestyle changes. Cutting out the sugar you have in your tea, that last cookie in the jar, Friday night's takeaway, or just going out for a walk can be a big step in improving your health and well-being.
I love it when we get experts in our VR lab just to tell me how bad I am on the inside. Like I don't need to know as well as I look like first thing in the morning in the mirror.
I do throw out hints, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, even looking on there, I don't think that is even going to help you lose weight, to be honest with you. Yes.
I think I'd struggle, Lucy. It's like an addiction to some people, I think.
So, day 1 without sugar. hasn't affected me so far, I can say. This morning, instead of jam, I put a bit of butter on my toast, which was alright. Didn't taste too bad. I've just had a damn salad butty for dinner, scrapped my usual chocolate bar. So far, so good. Not really feeling it. Tonight is my first night playing football, training, with a lack of sugar in my system compared to usual. 4th day in. It is getting to me a bit now, though. I am starting to crave quite a bit of that sugar, but hopefully I can get through this session and not feel too groggy afterwards. Just got in from footy, and I feel absolutely shocking. My body is just craving some sort of sugar injection. I feel absolutely exhausted, and I feel like I just need to have a Snickers or something. Like I won't be able to carry on without it. I'm actually getting quite emotional thinking about chocolate. This has definitely been the toughest day of the week. Here it is, come about already, day 7. And I've done it. I've done it, like, easy. Well, not easy, I've had a few down days, but yeah, done. 20 to 25 grams per day, sometimes even less. I can't say I'm not going to be partial to a chocolate bar here and there. I'd happily live the same way as I have done for this week, for the rest of my life. That'd be a bit extreme, but yeah, I don't see why not. I've enjoyed it. Feeling alright, feeling good, feeling fresh. Feeling fresh waking up as well, which is a shock. Don't need that morning cereal bar. But yeah, thank you very much.
Really well there. Was you both expecting that of him? Because obviously you was the ones who were concerned about him in the first place, weren't you?
Yes, very much so. He's done very well.
From your point of view, you've done it. How do you think he feels now that he's done it?
Oh, I think he feels brilliant, yes.
And how did you feel?
Oh, fantastic.
And
absolutely.
What's different about now, after sugar, than before?
For myself?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I feel healthier, and I've lost weight, which is brilliant, which I've been trying to lose for several years, and I just lost it totally after taking sugar out of my diet. I lost about half a stone, which is fantastic.
That's amazing. And you was talking about just a quick brief on the walnuts that you was telling us about, that they actually help you, don't they?
They're very healthy foods, and they actually lessen the risk of getting diabetes. And you only need a few a day, just a few, because believe me, they're very filling. Anyway.
But obviously there's sugars and alcohol as well, Alex. So have you struggled with the sugar lifestyle, or are you?
Not really. I drink red wine, mainly.
Because that's one of the lowest wines in sugar, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I've drunk a lot of beer in the time, but it's just gone off beer and I'm into red wine.
But now you're a wine fan, I see.
I'm a wine.
Yes.
Thank you very much, everybody.
So thank you to everybody at home and for everybody who's tweeted. So on Twitter, on our poll suggestions, we had 85% of starting to think about their sugar. So
now, sadly, we've reached the end of the show, but don't worry, we're back next week. Packed show. So any gym fanatics out there will be talking about protein.
I've been Lucy and he's been Colin, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much for all the guests and everything. Woo! Oh.
Waiting for that brighter day. Waiting for that brighter days. Waiting for that brighter days. Waiting for that brighter days. So I hope to see some brighter days. Hope in my lifetime I don't go astray. 'Cause